After the success in the Korean Grand Prix, you talk a lot about keeping the feet on the ground. Are you scared about the enthusiasm which could lead us away from our goal?
No, I'm not worried about the fact that the team will approach the last two races with the wrong mentality. I know the people well enough to say that they will be humble, they will be fully concentrated. You know, my only worry is that I know very well the strength of our main competitors, Red Bull, that has been always the fastest car, and McLaren, that is very, very good, very fast. And this is the thing, this is the reason why, you know, I want the people to be aware of the fact that nothing has been achieved, and we need to be perfect if we want to try to arrive at the last race and fight for the championships.
Brazil will be the home race for Felipe. Do you think that this will give an extra motivation to him?
Yes, I think so, because as all the Brazilians, when they race at home, they want to show more in front of their supporters. And this is something that will happen also next Sunday in Interlagos. And this is what we need. This is what we need from Felipe for you know, the championship, and also for him. And I think that the last race in Korea was very good to see him in that shape.
In terms of update, there will be anything new on the F10 in Brazil?
Nothing major. I think some small modification on the aerodynamic side, but as I already said, the most important thing will be reliability, will be to score points, and will be to be perfect and not to do any mistake, and to be strong from the mental point of view.
Do you think the car can be competitive on that track?
I think that the car could compete. I'm expecting, as I already mentioned, Red Bull very strong, McLaren stronger, and if we are perfect, I think we will fight.
The race will be very, very important for Fernando. What do you think can be his approach to this event?
I think that he will not change the approach that he had in the last couple of races. He needs to be strong, he needs to be perfect, and he needs to score points. For sure, what we cannot afford at the moment is really not to arrive at the end of the race for whatever reason, and this is the main target, I would say.
In the last few years, the Brazilian Grand Prix has been always decisive for awarding the Drivers' World Championship. Do you think it will be the case again this year?
No, I don't think so. I think that will be very, very important, but not really the final challenge, because I believe that you know, Abu Dhabi will be still a very hot race. And in Brazil, as I said, our target is to arrive at the end and to score points. That will be very, very important. For sure, the only thing that we need to avoid, or try to avoid, is really not to score any point, because that will be quite heavy, and this is what we really would not like to see.
During the years, the Interlagos circuit always offered very, very emotional races. What is your best memory, and what is your worst memory of the Brazilian Grand Prix in Interlagos?
Well, I think that the best memory that I have is not very far in the past, 2007, when we won the last race with Kimi. We won the World Championship title for drivers with Kimi, and we won the title of the constructor with Kimi and Felipe, when we had 2 races to go, 17 points behind our main competitor. So that's for sure is the best moment that we live in Brazil. With regard to the worst moment, I think that I remember that in Brazil we had a lot of different issues from the sporting and technical side that was always involved, whatever was the reason, in fuel consideration, third pedal, and some other, let's say, incidents or activity out of the track. But once again, if I don't want to go so behind, I think that 2008, you know, even if we won the title from the constructor point of view, seeing Felipe leading and winning the race, and at that moment with the checkered flag, he was also the driver's champion, and after a couple of seconds he became second. Well, it was quite an intense moment, I would say.
everyone will remember Felipe's behavior after the race. Do you think this was one of the highest moments in terms of sporting behavior?
Yes, that was really a fantastic moment. Both Felipe, that as you can imagine is frustration, and the team reacted in a fantastic way from the sporting point of view. Of course, from one side we were happy about the title of the team, but on the other side, considering the situation, reacting in that way after the fact that Felipe was second was a day that I think that from the sporting point of view a lot of people will remember.